This poem is, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. Me and my father have a very weird relationship where I'm nothing like him, and that perplexes him to no end. It also perplexes me to no end. Um, and growing up, my dad didn't share a lot with me, but he would tell me stories that were usually meant to put me back in a box or to remind me how cruel the world is. And this is one of those, this is a collection of words that kind of, I don't know, pokes at that. And it's called Things My Father Told Me. My father uses words like karate chops to split your brick or slay mortal enemies. No more, no less. Never to build, never to bless. He would tell me that's the way the cookie crumbles. Like that was supposed to make me feel better. I wasn't a cookie and I can never crumble. How does this apply to me? Was I supposed to serve up my soft underbelly to fate, to not fight back? What was the lesson? There's no such thing as a free lunch. Now, this one was easy. Everything you get, you have to work for. You have to pedal twice as hard to get half as far. I'm pedaling hard even though no one is watching. I pedal harder when they do. He loved to tell me this story about how a black executive went over to a white coworker's house. He arrived just as dinner was being served. They invited him in and offered him a plate, to which he obliged. He went to the washroom before dinner, removed his watch, and washed his hands. He went on to have a wonderful dinner with the coworker's family. After dinner, he declined a nightcap and headed on his way. When he got to the car, he went to check the time and realized he left his watch. When he went back to the house to grab the watch, he noticed the plate that he had eaten off of and the silverware that he had used were in the trash bin. He thanked the family again and went on his way. I never figured out why this was my father's favorite story. Maybe one day I'll ask him. Maybe not. That's it.
Bizarre
So
story. Yeah.
it's he's full of these stories. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys ever listen to NPR. Like in the
Uh,
90s, we were like do 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 do. Like this little like story. He would tell me these and it just bust out randomly, man. And I don't know what he was trying to like. He was trying to tell me, I guess, to never truly feel accepted. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys make of it? I don't.
Sounds like he's trying to get you to not put your guard down, be vigilant. Is my interpretation.
Right.
Doesn't it sounds like an inherent distrust of other people?
Yeah.
But like, is that something you tell a 10-year-old?
Yeah, I don't
I,
know.
I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
Right. It's tough,
Yeah,
but
I
probably
probably
not.
wouldn't.
I
I
think he's trying to protect me. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I think we talked about this a little bit, like a few weeks ago. But and I don't know. But as there's the world's not an easy place for Black people to live in,
Right.
and there's a lot of thing. The kid, if they haven't experienced these things yet, it's like you want to make them aware so that they can protect themselves, but then also, yeah, you're popping like this. You're like kind of making I don't know. Yeah, it's a hard.
Jaded.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Not. It's like a hard line. I'm sure, really hard line to walk. Of like, how do you thread that needle of like, you don't want to tell a 10-year-old this, but you also don't want your 10-year-old to be unprepared for the different ways in which the world
It messes you up emotionally. It does. There's like this GIF. Have you guys seen the little video of a kid playing basketball in his driveway, and then when the cop drives by, he hides behind the car, and then when the
Oh,
cop leaves, it's deep though. Yeah, the kid's
I,
like 9.
I mean, that's a smart thing to. It's just it's
Smart thing to do,
he
yeah.
should do, like I feel like that's think about I mean there's a million examples, but it's
Yeah.
like Trayvon Martin, he was eating a bag of Skittles.
Yes, he had an Arizona iced tea and a bag
Yeah,
of Skittles, and he couldn't even walk home.
right. It's like, so of course, yeah, even playing basketball, hide behind the car. I mean, because it's like,
Yeah. So I think maybe that's what your dad was trying to get across to you.
I guess in a way that made sense to him because he didn't have a great relationship with his father. So I guess he just never learned, or I guess it was different for him. Um, in Cameroonian culture, not everybody makes it. So he had 4 brothers who didn't make it past the age of 5.
Oh,
So he's coming from a place where like you've got to survive, and if you survive, you got to thrive. You got to play the game. There is no letting your guard down, things like that. I mean, it's not exactly 1940s Cameroon here, but still tough stuff.